All right, today we're diving headfirst into the sprawling, vibrant, and, let's be honest, often heartbreaking world of Arundhati Roy's The Ministry of Utmost Happiness. It's a novel that really gets you thinking about what happens when the broken pieces of a society actually come together to build something totally new.
So, how on earth do these three people connect? Well, that's where the genius of this novel really shines. It takes these lives that are just scattered across the vast, chaotic landscape of modern India and weaves them together into one single, unforgettable story.
So, our first world kicks off in a place that is, well, pretty surreal, a graveyard in Old Delhi, which one of our main characters decides to call home.
The book opens with this absolutely beautiful, kind of mysterious line. It introduces us to a character who is somehow both rooted to a place and yet completely exposed, vulnerable, but also incredibly resilient. And this character, we soon find out, is Anjum. Now, to really get Anjum's world, you first have to understand her identity. She was born as Aftab, an intersex child, which immediately put her outside of the neat little boxes of male or female that society is so insistent on.
And this right here, this is the core question her entire life poses. The language she knew, the world she was born into, had very clear words for man and woman, but it just didn't have a space for someone like her.
So Anjum is living this constant, exhausting tug-of-war between these two worlds. The novel puts it so powerfully, saying that for her community, the riot is inside us, the war is inside us. Their struggle isn't just with the world out there, it's a battle happening inside their own skin.
So what does she do? She doesn't just find a new home, she builds one. She creates this sanctuary for other outcasts, a paradise among the dead that she ironically names Janet, which actually means heaven.
Okay, so that's Anjum's world. Now let's move on to our second world and see how things start to build. As another key character, carrying his own deep scars, finds his way to Anjum's graveyard.
So, we meet this guy Saddam Hussein, or at least that's what he calls himself. He says he's a Muslim, and Anjum just accepts it. But she pretty quickly realizes this whole identity is just a mask for a story that is way deeper and way more painful.
And this is just, wow, it's such a radical reinvention. He's not just changing his name, he's shedding an entire identity forced on him by birth, an identity of oppression, and choosing a new one, a name that's synonymous with defiance. And it's all for one single burning reason. His backstory is just gut-wrenching. You see, as a child, his family performed work others wouldn't because they were considered untouchable. And because of this, his father was brutally lynched by a mob of so-called cow vigilantes. It's this wound that just never heals, and it's what drives him all the way to Delhi, and eventually to the strange sanctuary he finds in a graveyard.
And that brings us to our third world, which takes us right into the heart of a massive political conflict and introduces us to our most mysterious character yet, a woman who seems to belong everywhere and nowhere all at the same time.
Tylo is, well, she's impossible to pin down. She's a true outsider who just doesn't fit into any single box. She floats between these worlds of art, forbidden love, and extremely dangerous rebellion, all while carrying secrets that could easily get her killed.
Just look at her life. It's this tangled web. I mean, she is intimately connected to every single side of the conflict in Kashmir, the state, the press, and the insurgency. She's like this fragile human bridge between sworn enemies.
So we have these three completely separate lives. The graveyard, the mortuary, the mountains of Kashmir. How do they ever meet? Well, it all comes down to this one chaotic moment at a protest site right in the heart of Delhi. And this chain of events is the absolute linchpin of the entire novel. It's like dominoes falling. A single abandoned baby becomes the catalyst that brings all of our main characters and all of their broken worlds together under one very unlikely roof. And this baby, she becomes the anchor, the silent, innocent thread that stitches their separate, frayed lives into this single tapestry of survival and, believe it or not, love. She becomes the reason they all have to stay.
So, all of this incredible convergence, is what finally explains the novel's title and its beautiful, powerful central message about finding hope in the ruins.
You see, their Ministry of Utmost Happiness isn't some fancy building in a capital city, it's a radical idea. It's this testament to the fact that those who have lost everything, those who've been forgotten by the world, can actually build a new, more compassionate world all on their own.
And this is one of my favorite parts. The baby's family is described this way, not by blood, but by action. Her family includes Tilo, who saved her, and Anjum, who gives her a home. It's just this powerful redefinition of what a family can be, one that's forged not by blood, but by love, shared grief, and this fierce promise to protect one another.
And really, that's what the book leaves you with. This profound idea that in a world so often torn apart by violence and division, maybe the most radical, most hopeful thing you can do is just create a small, safe pocket of peace for those who need it the most.